Euro USD. Okay, still very, very bearish. Yeah, way below this moving average. And I can see that it is printing somewhat of a head and shoulders. You can see left shoulder, head, right shoulder. So, and there is an area of liquidity here, which is now resistance. You can see price broke below it and now is rejecting it, last 4 days. So, and a pretty weak candle on Friday, especially after this big bull candle into this zone, and then it sold off. And then so for Friday to just be this little baby candle and just kind of like squeezing in it, I think it's going to pop downwards. So, but let's break this down further, and we'll give you a full analysis for next week. So I just want to see the weekly range. So it's still about 150 pips a week. So we will draw out this little range marker. I'm really big on ranges. I think it gives you a good perspective of what to shoot for. So as far as taking trades based on a weekly perspective. So yeah, like I said, Friday pretty weak candle. All these candles, actually all these 4-hour candles going into this zone, very, very weak. I mean, Fridays are lower volume usually, but I mean this is very significant. So, and on this 4-hour time frame, you can clearly see the respect for this zone. Like here price broke above it, stayed above it, and then came down, retested a few times, tried to go higher, and then boom, there's this massive bear candle through this zone, and now you can see it's just heavily respecting it. And so another thing, and this is textbook, guys, so gotta pay attention to these. So your whole levels, it's right at 106. So I mean, it's just bang on 106. Price loves whole numbers. Rejected it many times here. So it's huge. And yeah, so because price is bearish, we're looking for sells, and it's actually coming towards this 4-hour moving average as well, which is going to really solidify the decision and help the bears move, right? So if you place your stops above this 4-hour moving average, it's usually a good place to put them. That's where I tend to put them. So looking for shorts here. So obviously, if anything, if price comes Sunday night, if price breaks any of these wicks here, so here, I mean, ideally you would want like just a nice, you'd probably wait for New York open, to be honest, or at least London session, but you would want just an engulfing candle like this, and then you'd be good to go. If it clears out all these wicks, then you're probably good to go, because it's right at this zone. It's respecting this 4-hour moving average. So as far as figuring out kind of where we could target, I want to put my pivots on. So yeah, I'd be looking for this S1. I mean, price range is a little bit less than, so the S1's about, let's see, about maybe 20 pips further. So I don't know if we'll hit the S1, but it's definitely possible, so we can remove that for now. And then as far as like setting up an actual trade here, we'll just throw this on here. We're looking at the full week, so we'll move this little range marker all the way down here. Right to Friday. So Friday at, yeah, that'll work. So yeah, keeping your stop above, I would keep it above all these wicks just in case price decides to do a liquidity grab. You want to be on the safe side. And then targeting all the way down, target this full range. And then what I do want to see quickly here is on this daily time frame, yeah, because there is a liquidity area here. So a couple things could happen. So if price comes down to this area, I mean, and if it breaks this, if there's heavy momentum, and if it breaks this area, then it'll probably keep going to that S1, which I think is yeah, a little bit further down here. But I mean, this is kind of the full, especially if we cinch this up here, let's say price comes up, let's say it does hit the 106 and it comes up a little bit further. I mean, this is our range for the week, so it's really just mid zone. So I would probably, best bet would be just to target the bottom of this zone, even the top of this zone. But it just depends on kind of the session. Like if it's London or New York and it's hitting this area, then you might get a little bit more liquidity and you could push it. But if it starts to get bought up as soon as it hits the top of this zone, and then I would probably exit the trade. You're still going to get a massive really good risk to reward, so at least above 5. So I think that's excellent. And then you know, it's within your weekly range still, so that's good. And you know, if you can keep your stops above this liquidity zone, so even above these previous wicks, I mean, you can be generous with them too, just in case there's a liquidity grab. You don't want to get stopped out. So yeah, keeping your stop above this 4-hour moving average is huge. I'm probably going to take this trade, actually. It's a really good one. And then I just want to see on all these time frames. Yeah, so just wait for that engulfing candle, and can actually see on this 1-hour time frame. Your R1 is right here, and price respected it many times here. So I mean, this is a very healthy place to put a stop, and then yeah, and a good healthy take profit, because it's within the week range. So I mean, unless the markets drastically change, which can happen, but if they don't, then I mean, this is your perfect trade. And basically it's a range trade, so it's already been down here. You know, earlier in the month it was down here, so it definitely could just head back down and then break further. I think there's still tons of range on this for the month. Yeah, there's still like over 200 pips from the low. So like you're looking at a possible like 102.5 for the end of the month, which is actually this S2. So this is odds are this is where this is going to end by the end of the month. So we got a couple weeks left here. Really just, I think, one full, yeah, just really one full week. Holy month flying by. So yeah, and then I would just wait for that bearish engulfing candle for confirmation in this zone. I mean, price is pretty much there already, so this probably will, you know, you'd probably be good to enter by London, you know, on Sunday night. I guess that would be Monday morning London time. And yeah, unless things dramatically change, if you wanted a bit more confirmation, I mean, wait for lower highs and lower lows to form, because right now you do have somewhat bull structure. You can see higher high, higher low. So you got your higher low here, but you don't have your higher high here. So you know, just wait for that structure to really shift to the downside. You know, wait for, you know, if you wanted to, you could wait for these moving averages to cross over, and then you know, you'd be a little bit better off. So just yeah, wait for that confirmation. Wait for a nice, I'm gonna wait for a nice bearish engulfing candle like this candle right here, but I want it to be the next one here. I want it to fully take out the entire body, and a couple wicks would be nice too. Just to know that there's a lot of, you know, bear momentum in this zone, because right now it's inching up. So, and then again, yeah, if there's no significant bear momentum, there's even a chance that there's liquidity grab, and so price, you know, shoots up through this zone and then sells off, and then, you know, you're stopped out. So you don't want that either. So that's my take on Euro USD. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.